At least I'm pretty. Said no one ever. Said no one ever. I'm pretty if you take your glasses off. And blindfold yourself, goddammit.
Oh, is this episode 51?
Yes.
Probably. Is it wrong?
It is.
Sure. I know I wrote it down.
Oh yeah, it's right. Even the stenographer, did we call you?
Did I not write it down last time?
I know you didn't. God damn.
Hey guys, welcome to the Strobing Butt Plug, a podcast about craft beer. Obviously. I am your host, Ariana, and this is the lovely Missy and the lovely Ron. And we're gonna drink beer today.
For episode 51.
For
We're
episode
gonna
51.
reiterate that. It's a big deal, since seeing as that she's been writing them down all for like 4 weeks and then forgot.
It's just who I am as a person.
That's right.
So today, we're going to drink one from Warped Wing in Dayton. It is called Farmhouse Liquid Picnic, or it's Liquid Picnic, Farmhouse Pale Ale. And the can's really cool. It reminds me of Yellow Submarine.
That's me
Yes.
too.
Yes, I like that.
And I think this was like 4 or something, maybe 4.8%. Let's see, it's got a really cool saying on it. And then we got another one from Warped Wing. It's Ermel's Creamsicle, a Belgian-style cream ale brewed with orange, vanilla, and spices. It's got cat hair all over it.
Orange vanilla, spices, and cat hair.
It's
And
great.
cat hair.
I'm looking forward to that one.
And this
Cat
one
hair?
is a 5.4. This one's not quite as cool. The can's still pretty cool.
I like it though
but
because on that rocket, I don't know why they do rockets for the Ermels, but it does have a can.
it is a can. That's pretty cool. They got cool little things on
They're
them. And then, as always, the
The
Dos
Equis.
Equis.
Mysterious beer, yes. Yeah.
So, happy Pride Month, ladies.
That's right. It is Pride Month.
We were learning about transgender things
We
earlier
were. Absolutely.
because we had questions.
About surgeries and everything else.
Last week at work, one of the other guys was trying to get me to talk crap about my trans when other man's the person with the same last name as me that is trans.
Mhm.
And I was like, Jade's cool, but no, they're cool. But didn't you think what about them? I was like, they're a good tech. They know their job. And I totally just sidestepped the whole thing of like talking shit about them because it's like, you ain't gonna get me to do that.
I think it'd be really funny if they just kept going on and been like, well, I mean, you know, it could go both ways. Maybe you'd be a lot better of a person if you did go trans. And like you could tell that dude that, the one that was trying to talk shit.
Yeah.
I would do that kind of shit. I like to be mean to people who are mean. It's fun.
There's the thunder.
But then I have my moments of meanness, though.
Right, yeah, there you go.
It's more a matter of like not directly being like a defender, but also not being like just a straight up D-bag about it. I don't know. So.
Put people in their place. That's always fun.
Yeah.
See, like, I unintentionally hurt people, like, by being a dick. And, like, just trying to be funny, and it's, like, not intentional usually.
And
Not
they don't
outright,
take a joke right. They're bad at taking jokes.
Yeah.
Sometimes people are bad at taking
Yeah,
jokes.
some people definitely are.
You just gotta get the people that are good at taking jokes.
People that get your sense of humor, they're
That's
the
right.
people I keep around.
So, man, I don't know about y'all, but I am very thirsty right now
Oh, yeah.
for some reason.
Should we drink beer?
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you want to do? Do you want the creamsicle?
Ooh, we'll do the creamsicle. I don't know.
Do the
Yeah,
creamsicle second, because I bet that's going to be good. Let's do the other one
Well, I was
first.
gonna say the IPA can be the pale ale can be the palate cleanser.
That's true. We're doing the creamsicle, Ronald.
That fucking mysterious man, it better need a palate cleanser.
I think they sometimes always do.
It probably does. I'm kind of excited about the mysterious because we've had a couple that could be maybe similar to it, but I'm not sure how it could go one way or the other.
So it's like one of those. It's like, well, we've had ones that were flavored like this, but
I don't know that we've had
really
one that's
gross.
specifically. What the fuck is happening here?
Party foul.
Oh my god.
She's drooling all over the table.
It's not cool.
It's her table, though, so, you know.
It's true. I have to clean this shit up.
That's right. It's all right.
Ron, I think you got a lot.
Okay.
I don't think you got a lot, too much.
It's about
Pretty
the same.
close.
They're all good.
The Ermel's creamsicle is where we're starting today.
They're usually pretty flavorful. All of the Urmels I've had have been good.
We had a peach one before, and I think it was good.
Did we? Okay, maybe we did. Ooh, that smells really good.
That is fucking smooth as shit.
I like it. That's a really good one. I had this IPA creamsicle and it kind of sucked. This one's delicious.
See, I've already tried this and I wasn't sure about it at first, but maybe I don't know what else I was drinking at the time.
It doesn't have a sweet orange. It's like a bitter orange. Kind of sour, then with sour with the creamsicle flavor. It's kind of like, I don't know, but I like it. I'd drink more of it.
It's not bad. So I wrote this down.
It's a little on the bitter side. There's a little bit of bitter there with the sweet.
Hide your butt crack, dude.
Hide my butt crack.
I forgot all about that.
I wrote it down.
I love it.
Because I think we forgot to mention it last
We
week.
did. So when we went to the... We went to the somewhere in particular. Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
The somewhere in particular brewery, and
It was when Ron went over to pet that dog.
yeah. So
we talked about the dog.
So when the dogs were there, and Ron wanted to go pet them. I mean, like I was drinking, so obviously I was going to be acting up. And Ron
If you were
goes,
stone sober, you'd act up. What the fuck? You do not need an excuse for that
She
woman.
does not. Not even a little bit.
But he walks
Don't
over.
lie to the people.
Well, I think I got this cup in my face. I gotta remove it from my face. So he walks over, and man, his pants are hanging so far off his ass. That was the first thing I saw was ass crack. Like, dude, hide your ass crack, hide your ass crack. I'm yelling it here. We're outside, but even if we were inside, I've been yelling it. It's like, hide your butt crack, dude. That's one of my favorite things I've ever done. It's just random because I didn't expect it. It just came out. I was like, God damn it! I'm always seeing this. I never don't see it, and every time I see him, there's always ass crack involved. Dude, hide your ass crack! Hide your ass crack! That dog didn't want to see his ass crack, and neither did those dudes that were with him.
I think
Even
the
if they were
dog
the
probably
game.
was into it.
Probably. A lot of dogs will do that shit. They want to smell your ass, stick their nose right up in your crotch. But, I mean, and then the dudes that were obviously gay, but I just don't think they wanted to see his ass crack.
No, because, they're well dressed. The gays are well dressed.
Right. And they're all about fashion and probably like being more maybe more well-mannered than to show their asses.
Well, it depends on the situation, I would say.
I'm surprised Missy doesn't carry like a pencil or something around with her since she sees his ass crack.
I'm going to start doing this. Yes. I'm just gonna have like a specialized. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but it's gonna be a pocket protector, even though I don't have shirts with pockets on them. So it's just going to
see that pencil.
It's just going to stick to the front of my.
Wow.
It's going to stick to the front of my shirt.
It's a pen, Ronald.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen if you drop that down my ass crack. Just be wise. I'm going to take that. No, not that. This one hasn't been down my ass crack. I'm going to take it and go.
I'm going to run.
It's been my ass crack, though.
Sweet. Hey, I'm all right with that.
That makes it good.
I'm going to run.
Hey, we're selling that for $50 starting at auction.
Well, you know what I'm going to? It'll be less than a pencil. It'll be something like, just put like, just little pieces of stuff in his ass crack, like rocks, sand, gravel, so he can't really grab it.
Available.
Right, so he can't really grab
Pocket
it.
sand.
We do that at work with the screws.
Screws, that's great.
Get the screw in the ass.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Nothing better than having a screw in your ass and you
Dude.
like have to go to the bathroom to dig it out. Because it's not coming out.
Man, that's a hell of a Monday, isn't it?
So, what exactly did you write? Hide your butt crack, dude.
Hide your butt crack, dude.
So that needs to be a shirt.
Yeah.
We need to
I
get that. We
I
need
was
to write down
thinking
all of
that.
our shirt things.
I did.
Ooh.
I have like a list. I don't know if I missed any, but I do have a list in here that has our shirt ideas.
And then we can start like putting them, like especially on the episodes that they were created. I need to do that. That'd be really fucking funny.
Hide your butt crack, dude.
That's good times. So this isn't the first time I haven't existed. It's a natural hair and granny panties kind of day. It's like human trafficking with cats, boobs, and assault. I like that one. Just doing God's work. Hell yeah. That's great. We have some really good shirts.
So, today I was on my way home.
Good. It looks like a penis. There's a little penis in her. You're on your way home today.
I was
got a
on my
little
way
purple
home
penis.
today. So, I live in an area where there's a lot of Amish people.
Yes.
And it's pretty normal to see Amish people. So, I was on my way home, and there was 2 guys on a tandem bike, and they were like sitting at a stop sign getting ready to turn like the same way I was going. They were waiting on me to go by, but they were on a tandem bike, and they had like one of those like covered stroller things, like with a screen.
Okay.
You know,
like on the back. Like,
yeah,
so
like they were hauling
I
that.
had
And
those
I'm
with
like,
my kids, a little bike cart.
yeah, they had one of those in the back, and it was like 2 dudes, and the one dude was wearing like a straw hat like he was Amish, but they weren't dressed like they're Amish. And I'm like, are the Amish gays coming out from Pride Month?
Did you yell that out the window? Because I would have been like, ha, gay!
And I don't even know if they were like Amish or not, because they weren't. It was weird.
Hey,
Because they had, like,
what did you like me to sucketh thy cock?
they had like,
Absolutely,
the beard.
Ezekiel. Sucketh my balls while you're at it.
They had like the beard and the hair and stuff, but then like the one dude was wearing a straw hat, but then they were dressed in like cargo shorts and like a plaid shirt and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? Is this like some hipster shit? Or I don't know what's happening.
It's a fine line between hipster and Amish.
I kind of, like, so if they were dressed and they had the beards and
The guy in the front, he kind of looked like he was dressed a little Amish. But
maybe
the guy in
they...
the back was like wearing like khaki cargo pants and like a...
So how much longer do I need to let my beard grow before I can pretend to be a gay Amish?
You're good.
Maybe they're like on a different level. They're not Amish. They're somewhere in between like German Baptist and Amish, or like there's
Maybe it's like
there's a level. Rumspring?
Rumsparger or Rumspring. Whatever the hell that thing is where the you need to go party.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Wells Fargo? I don't know. Whatever that thing is where they get to go party before they decide to go off super religious.
Rumspringa.
I think that's what it's called.
It's hot as balls in here. We're back to it being hot as balls.
Hot and balls.
Hot and balls.
Maybe anywhere you are is hot. Unfortunately, everywhere I am today is hot also. Except that one fucking server room I was working in, they had the air conditioning turned up way too goddamn high. I think it was 55 fucking degrees in there.
That wasn't that's cold.
It was like when I left the server room, I was dying in a 70-degree room.
Nice.
It's like, why is it so fucking hot? I'm like, it's 70 degrees. This is bullshit.
So, what else? Anybody got anything going on?
So,
Teenagers are assholes.
Yeah. They like to do bad things.
My daughter.
You didn't do bad things.
I did. I still do bad things.
So my daughter turned 17 last week and wanted to have a super cool birthday party, and that's what she wanted. She's wanted to have one with all her friends over her whole damn life, and I'm like, fuck it. Fine. Let's see. Some of the highlights include one of her buddies thinking, man, this place is really cool. Can I smoke and drink here? Bitch, you're 17. No. Another kid pulled a knife on another one. That was a thing.
So I want to go to Ron's party. I've been to Ron's parties before, but there's never been any knives being
parties
pulled.
are lit, man.
Hell yeah.
And, let's see. What else? Oh, one of the kids left, came back later, and she forgot to tell her parents that she came back, and her parents called the cops, so at 2 a.m. my door was getting knocked on by the cops.
Oh, Jesus. That's fun times.
To top the whole fucking party off, the ex about halfway through called and was like, I tested positive for COVID, and I was hanging out with Sarah, and when I was like taking my shower for a bed, I'm like, well, I got one of them at-home COVID tests. What the fuck? I feel fine, but I'll take it. Motherfucker, tested positive for fucking COVID.
You should just take one of the other at-home tests if you have any more of them and put it on some, like, butter or something. Like, my butter has COVID, too.
But I was like, motherfucker. Then I got on the CDC website. They're down to, like, 5 fucking days of quarantine. They barely give a shit anymore.
No, they don't give a shit because it's not doing anything.
Oh, the whole damn time I felt fine, felt great. I was working on motorcycles, not going anywhere, not doing anything.
And skipping work because, well, you can.
Well, that's the thing. I was like, yo, boss dude, like, COVID. Oh, don't come in. Do you feel okay? Yeah, I feel fine. Oh, can I, like, work from home or something? Yeah, sure. Did you bring your laptop home with you? Yeah, I did. Turned the laptop on and spent the whole day yesterday, like, dicking around, watching videos. I think I spent most of the day yesterday when I was working, watching South Park.
That's fun. What is that on? Is that on HBO? Or?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought I heard you talking about it being on Paramount Plus.
It's gonna eventually move over
in
there.
like 2025. I looked it up, and I didn't know if that was
2025.
That's what it said.
Oh,
because
hell.
I thought it was on Paramount Plus, so I like got the free Paramount Plus, and then there's only 2 episodes, and it's like the post-COVID episodes.
Ah.
So I watched them, and they're pretty funny. But then I'm just gonna cancel, and then I guess I'll just have to use Stacy's. HBO because she said she had HBO.
You're gonna have to work for that free HBO, girl.
I'll have to work for it.
She'll have to work it. She'll be like, "Baby, I need that free HBO," and she's be like, "You know what you gotta do."
There you go.
And then she's gonna be like, "Raspberries." This is how you ladies eat each other out, right? You're just like,
well, you know, do that again.
How do you people out, Ron?
How have you kept Francis this long?
Just saying, like, I think you're doing it wrong. I mean, there might be some chicks that are in that. I don't know.
it's a lesbian thing. They're better at it than I am. The important part is you're gonna have to work for your HBO, girl.
I would hate to see a lesbian porn that you make.
See, here's the thing.
I want to animate it. Lesbian porn.
See, here's the thing. If I had made that lesbian porn, everything with the sex part would be fucking hilarious, and you goddamn well know it. It would be the cheesiest, awesomest shit in the world. Kick out to the sex. Nobody could jerk off to it, but everybody would want to fucking watch it.
We need to do this. This is going to be the Strobing Buzz Plug's first
feature-length presentation?
Yes. And it's going to be the lesbian porn directed by Ron.
Like, that's not how you eat pussy. You eat it like this. God, you think you know how to eat pussy just because you got one? Come on, girl, come on! Just saw the finger bang episode of South Park. Like, now finger banger! And it'd be like when Cartman was like, bang, 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 bang. She'd be like sitting there, no, get your hand out of there, banger, finger banger.
Oh, I love it. That needs to be a thing.
I'm telling you.
There has been times, so when I worked at Integrity, my partner Kyle and I we started like, we were making up our own little, if we did a cartoon thing, and it was all making fun of Integrity Ambulance. And so it was really funny, but obviously we never did that. And then I have been told that my stories, some of them that I do, need to become animated shorts.
I can see it.
And so I think I need to be we need to take this, like we're still doing our podcast, but it's going to be the animated shorts business too. Like we're going to create shorts for our website and shit like that.
That'd be cool.
I think we should do that.
We all took art classes together.
Dude, we did.
I can pirate Flash animation software.
And if, whether you do that or you just pay someone to do it, especially if it's an animated short and you pay for like 15 minutes, it could be like a couple $100 maybe, but it wouldn't have to be 15 minutes. It'd be like a 5-minute animated short. And if you wanted to invest the money, I would be willing to do that if I had the money. I'd be like, fuck
lesbian porn.
We would just have that worked on a little at a time until we had the full feature-length thing. And then we could have an OnlyFans, and that would be on the OnlyFans.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. If it's a cartoon, I want to voice one of the chicks.
All right. Oh my
God,
my
pussy! You eat my pussy so good, bitch! Oh my God, bitch! Eat it harder! Oh yeah, baby! Definitely need to do that.
I feel like that should. Yeah, I feel like it would work too. That needs to be a real thing.
Yeah. You know what else needs to be a thing?
The next beer.
Yes, it does.
So, since we're doing the Strobing butt plug lesbian porn, does that mean me and Missy have to be the animated people and then Ron's in the background watching, directing? That's not how you do it.
Yeah. The two girls are actually doing what they're supposed to do, and then the guy's like, "That is not how I eat a pussy. This is how you're supposed to do it. You girls don't know anything.
I watch more pornos than you, goddammit. I know how this works."
God damn it.
Just still spewing her shit all over the place.
I just made it weird.
That's good stuff.
Usually it's me that makes it weird, so I'm proud.
I like it. Ariana had a hair on her shirt.
Picnic.
And I took it off, but now it's on your shirt because I didn't want it stuck to me.
Yeah. Suck it, Ron.
I has hair!
Oh, yeah. So anyway.
So what the fuck else is going on this week, my ladies?
This is all right. I think I've had it before though. I'm pretty sure I have. It's real light. Because we'll see. It's like an IPA that's good. Like.
It's a good summer beer. What the fuck is that noise?
That's my phone.
Oh,
it's just right there.
I was having freakouts that your GoPro was doing something stupid.
That's what I thought too.
No.
I was like, do we have a new noise? And it's like doing something weird, or is that Ron's laptop?
I remembered the charger this time, so go Nate.
Well, see,
Good
I
job, Ron.
thought I had other things to say. My kid. What does my kid want now? Home, blah, blah, blah. I told you, dude.
Man, my stomach actually hurts from laughing at that.
So, like, this IPA, it makes me want to brew a beer.
It's like a light, it has the light IPA flavor too.
Like, it's kind of got that,
It is, right.
that grainy, hoppy kind of a smell texture that I get when I'm brewing shit.
Well, see, is it a true IPA? Because it's called a pale ale. I don't think it's an IPA.
But it tastes like an IPA. But like
right, but it's
light.
really light. That's what I like. Light IPAs, I can do that.
Yeah, it's definitely got the good hop. It's got a good hit of hoppiness to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hazy too, unless like...
Yeah. I think it is hazy. Mine seems hazy and Ron's is hazy. Yes, it's totally hazy.
I don't know.
So, like, the Strawberry Festival's this weekend, and
I was
part of me
just
was like...
wondering when that was.
And part of me was like, I really fucking hope they'll bust out that strawberry beer they had last year for the freaking Strawberry Festival.
Molars, because it's in Troy.
Is the Strawberry Festival and Poultry Days on the same weekend? Wait, or is Poultry Days is the next weekend?
Yeah, Poultry is, but Strawberry Fest is this weekend, and they're actually having the full thing because, well, fuck COVID and all that shit. So that'll be fun.
Damn, I'm gonna miss the Strawberry Festival. Not that I ever go to it.
Well, you can. I mean, it's gonna be 2 days if you want to do like 2 different days in a weekend. Or make it a big long day. Be like, I'm gonna go out early and do this one, and then I'm gonna do this one because they're close. They're close to each other.
Well,
and close enough.
I'm not gonna be here.
Oh, right, because you're doing the water.
You gotta go get wet and wild on the water.
But I'll be here Saturday, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. If you feel like going and grabbing something of Mullers, see if they have that strawberry, hit me up.
So I thought I had some other funny things to say. I really don't know what it was. But I did have this. Oh, I've been having weird dreams. So I'll talk about those too.
I want to hear your weird dreams for sure.
So first off, I'll talk about the weird thing that happened. So I talked about
this last night too.
I talked about how the other week I had that person that walked out in front of the ambulance and just was like, so I had this, so Monday was really dead. Like I knew it was just going to be nothing more than hospital the floor discharges, I knew that they just weren't going to have those because it was Memorial Day. I knew it was going to be really dead. So my partner and I had been sitting in this parking lot, and then we went to this gas station. She's like, I'm going to go to the bathroom and warm up my food. And I'm like, okay. Usually I'll choose to just sit in the gas station parking lot so we don't have to go anywhere if we, there's no need to. But she goes inside and she parks at the far end of the the row of parking spaces, and the door's all the way over here. But I have this person walking up on the side of the ambulance like this. And I'm like, God damn it! It's like they're not. I hope they don't fucking come up here. I fucking hate when people do that shit. She's like, hey, I got a question. Do you guys do emergent ER transports and take people to ER? And I'm like, well, we're private ambulance, so we do anything and everything. We do all kinds of transports. And she's like, well, I just want to know if you guys want to take me up to the Westchester Hospital because I have cramps right here. And she's like, I've been standing out here for hours trying to get a ride to the hospital and no one will take me. And I'm like, try calling 911. She's like, they said if I call again, they're going to call the cops on me. I'm like, I really don't think that happens. And then I'm like,
if it's a real emergency, no. If it's I'm looking for painkillers emergency, yes.
No, but they don't know. They can't prove it. They can suspect it all they want, but they cannot prove that somebody's looking for fucking painkillers, even if they've been to the hospital 5 times that day. They could just be a mental disorder. They can't really do anything about that.
This is again why I couldn't do that job.
So I called I was like, let me message my dispatcher. So first off, I texted him that whole scenario. And then I was like, he didn't answer. And I'm like, let me give him a call. I'm like, hey, Bo, I texted you, blah, blah. He's like, oh, I was just standing by the door. I didn't hear the thing go off. It was just really nice, blah, blah, blah. I was waiting for the phones to ring. I'm like, no, it's cool, whatever. And then I was sitting there talking to him. He's like, well, let me call Steve. Because I was just hoping Bo would be like, nope, can't do it, And then as he was trying to call one of the owners, I was like, man, this bitch looks familiar. I was like, I think I saw her going in as we were taking a patient out earlier. I was like, hey, were you in the hospital earlier? She's like, yeah. Like, what happened? Well, I left because they were rude. So she walked at least like a half a mile, if not maybe a little bit more than a mile, to the gas station. Because she said she took herself out. She left because they were rude. I said, don't you think if you're in that much pain, it would be worth it to withstand just a little bit of rudeness to get yourself taken care of? But you didn't stay in there. You were at the hospital, and they told you if you were to call again that they would call the cops. You could have stayed in there and got this resolved, right? Well, yeah. Like, okay, well, And then I made sure to say that out loud to Bo so he could tell it to Steve. And Steve was like, nope, tell her no. Tell her that, because we didn't have any paperwork on her either. Private ambulance can pick and choose if we don't have insurance. Because
so if you ain't getting paid, fuck it.
That's right. If they don't have insurance, even if they try to call us for like an emergency type run, because they're like a person or a company could try to call us for an emergency type run. But we're stacked out and have each crew has 3 or 4 runs and be like, well, we can't be there for 6 hours. And, so they have no choice. Like, we can't go and pick them up right away. So they have the choice to call 911. That's like 911 always has to make themselves available, even if it's like another jurisdiction over. So we're allowed to refuse anything, even if it's an emergency. If a person's dying on the side of the highway, it's kind of dumb to refuse it if we can take it. But, so this chick was in no emergency whatsoever, but I was like, well, we have another run, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. I think she looked at me and she read through my bullshit, but I read through her bullshit. And then we left. And then we just rolled around the corner to McDonald's and went through the drive-thru.
We have another run.
To McDonald's.
It's a cheeseburger run, bitch.
It was a cheeseburger
run. Critical emergency. We got to get those cheesy buggers.
I'll do that shit.
Sounds like an emergency to me.
Well, there's been times where I've been working, where we actually get a call that's, supposed to be going to the ER, and certain companies' protocols, if it's an ER run, you have to drive lights and sirens, regardless of what the nature of the call is. And then sometimes, if somebody, if a patient at a nursing home was like, I just feel sick and I feel like I want to go to the hospital. And then they'll call and then they'll say, okay, this patient feels like this and they want to go to the hospital. So we head out with our lights and sirens on. And then, maybe we're the closest crew, but it'll take 45 minutes for us to get there. And then they decide, because they'll call us because that's not really an emergency and they won't tie up 911 for that. But then the patient will get impatient and say, you know what, never mind, I don't want to go. And so we'll get halfway there and then they'll call us back saying, yeah, this patient changed their mind, they don't want to go. So then we just stop going. So I have had my lights and sirens turn on, and so that was when I was working out of this Greenville station. And there was nothing in Greenville at the time. There's still kind of nothing in Greenville. But where we were rolling by was they told us to disregard the run, and we were right by a Starbucks, so we turned off our lights and sirens and pulled into Starbucks, and then went inside.
It's an emergency coffee run!
It was an emergency coffee run.
I've had mornings like that.
That's funny. This just shit happens sometimes. It's cool, but,
So you mentioned something about, dreams and shit?
Yes.
Yes, I need to hear it.
Go ahead. You said you had a dream too, Rob.
Yes, so I took a shot of NyQuil last night just to knock my ass out because it was one of them kind of the nights. Mm-hmm. And whenever I do NyQuil, I always have fucked up dreams. But I dreamt I was still working at Hastings back in the day, which was this Barnes & Noble type bookstore with a video rental section and all this other shit.
Barnes & Noble meets Blockbuster meets...
Hot Topic?
Yeah.
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 Pretty much.
Cool fucking place. None of them exist anymore because Amazon fucked them. But that's whatever. So in the back room, they had this side area that you had to get past the fire door for, and they just stored shit. But there was a set of stairs you could go up, and in the middle of this back room on a second floor, for no apparent reason, there was a raised platform. It was maybe this tall, foot and a half tall. And it was the size, in my brain, always the size perfect for a fucking sacrifice. There's even little areas around the sides for the blood to run. For some goddamn reason, I dreamt I was in Hastings in a fucking cultist uniform, trying to find somebody in the store who would be willing to join in for a sacrifice.
That's hilarious.
It had like a fucking like, upside down cross necklace, like a fucking curved like blade or some shit. And I was like, would you like to join the cult? Would you like to be killed? No? Okay, well we have a great deal on like just random stupid shit.
I wish I could have had a dream like that.
It was just like,
shit.
It was definitely a fucking like NyQuil enabled fucked up dream.
Yeah.
And it was just like,
let's take NyQuil. We're all taking NyQuil tonight.
I'll start taking NyQuil.
This is good stuff. No, see, like, the dream that I had a dream that Ron bought this transformer, and he's like...
I never do that.
He's like, look at this transformer, look how cool it is, and it's, like, transforming itself and shit, and then it runs off. It runs off, and it's, like, AI gone bad.
They have one of those, too.
But then, so, like, then now it's attacking people and things, and it's, like, trying to take over, and, like, we're trying to... I know I'm helping him. There's other people involved. I don't really know who else is involved, but we're just all running around trying to stop this stupid transformer from taking over the world. And then we're still doing that, but all of a sudden, like, there's something about, like, so all of the prostitutes, like, in all of the street corners of where we were, they stand out naked. So there was nothing but naked women on all these corners. I was like, Jesus, I never realized how many prostitutes there were. And so there was a bunch of naked people standing out, like naked women standing out on the street corners and shit. And it went from like end of the world scenario with AI to prostitutes on the street corners. And I don't know why I was dreaming that. And then there was like, it was a different night. I was having this dream where, it was last night actually. So I had this dream
in the middle of the AI dream, she got horny.
No, well, I mean, maybe, like, but I don't know if they were hot or ugly or what, so I couldn't tell you. But, so I had this dream last night that I had a pet rat, and I had it at your house, and so it was like running around doing its thing, and you had a cat that kept biting into it and picking it up, and then we'd chase the cat, and, like, it would let go, but, like, my rat, it looked like it was really hurt or dead when it was in the cat's mouth, but every time it let it down, it was, like, completely fine. And then I don't know exactly what happened. Like we like grabbed your cat or something, like it tripped or it did something. Like it was just really weird. But one of its claws was like broken off and it was bleeding, so it was injured. So it stopped attacking my rat, and it was just really weird.
Oh yeah, I have not had any cool dreams lately, man.
I've not. I mean, like
cool dreams.
Like my other dream about the transformer was cool because it was like really funny because Ron was so excited and he was like, look guys, and it was about up like knee height, and he was like, let's go do this, and it started doing his own thing. He was like, huh, that's weird. And then it just like takes off, starts running. I think it was like a little like knee high sized Megatron, and it was like taking off, and then we're like, it's gonna fucking attack, and it was just like started chasing.
Like, I really want one of those.
I do. The Naked Optimus Prime that's like that though, legitimately.
They do. I feel like I've seen that.
It's like $750 fucking dollars.
Good God.
Voice activated and like some insane bullshit, and I would love that thing. But you know what I would like more than that?
What's that?
$750.
I thought you were gonna say more beer, which that
more
reminds
beer would
me
be entertaining.
Because
I don't know where we'd get that though.
Right in there. Because I was gonna say something about this about the AI transformer, and it'd be like, hey Siri, that's what I was thinking to that. And I remember I was supposed to do this and I never did. I was supposed to ask Alexa to do something with our friend Erica. But like me and Erica were gonna try it out, and I forget what it was. Damn it. I'm so disappointed. I can probably look back through the texts and find it. I'm gonna have to ask Siri and Alexa. It was like a thing to ask all of them to do something. And
I've seen those videos where it's like you be like, hey Siri, ask Alexa to do something, and Alexa's like, hey, okay Google, can you do this? And then Google asks fucking Siri to do something, and it just goes around in a big circle jerk.
Well, no, it was going to be like we were going to ask Alexa to do something because I forget what it was, and I'm like, and then we can ask Siri and see what she says. And then we were just going to like ask all of them that we could pull together. Yeah,
well, it's like the Alexa at the house. It's always interesting to ask it for the shopping list because I don't use it. But my daughter will just be like, yo, Alexa, add like 35 dildos to the shopping cart.
That's good stuff.
Add big booty bitches to the shopping list. And if you just say to the shopping list, and then you go back later and be like, Alexa, what's on the shopping list? Good afternoon, Ron. You have 35 big booty bitches on your shopping list. 4 pounds of crack cocaine heroin.
That's good stuff.
35 boxes of condoms.
I like it.
I like it too.
I'm gonna go to his house sometime when he's not there, and I'm gonna have it add a bunch of dumb shit.
Sounds like a good idea.
It's true though. It works quite well. And anybody that has an Alexa, and if you want to fuck with your friends' Alexas, do it.
Absolutely.
Especially if you know if they actually use the shopping list function.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, I would never know.
Like you could set the damn thing up, I believe, to like text you the shopping list too,
That's good stuff.
and it'll just be like in a nice cute list.
Right before I leave, hey Alexa, text Ron the shopping list.
5 pounds black tar heroin, 4 Mexican hookers,
That's good stuff.
12 extra large butt plugs. Name drop.
There you go, name drop.
Man, you know what would be? You know what would also be great?
A beer?
Hey Alexa, can we have Ariana give us the mysterious beer?
The mysterious beers.
That's good. Oh yeah.
So-
Looks like a Coors.
I had a
On
weird
top of the can.
experience.
What was your weird experience?
I was outside mowing the yard yesterday. I think it was yesterday. You guys rent your shit already? How?
Yeah, I feel like I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was outside mowing the yard yesterday, and you know how like you're just kind of zoned out when you're doing shit like that, and you're just like,
Hold on. Sorry. Nope, I didn't rinse my shit.
rent your shit.
So you're out mowing your
I was
yard.
out mowing the yard yesterday, and you know you're just kind of zoned out and whatever, and I'm just like going along,
It's like chocolate milk.
and all of a sudden, I swear to God, I see Buddy like running up
Oh no.
to the mower, like to the point where it freaked me out and I had to stop. And I looked down and there was nothing there. Like he was like running the exact same as he would, like he was trotting along.
Right.
Were you thinking about him
And I was
subconsciously?
not thinking about him. But I'm kind of thinking I saw a ghost Buddy and that Buddy's gone.
Ghost Buddy, you might
It's possible.
have.
After Hermione
Why
died,
would
there were several times I swear, like out of the corner of my eye, I saw, ghost Hermione's in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember hearing you say that.
So yeah, it like freaked me out because I stopped real quick thinking I was gonna hit him with the mower. But I'm like, and I looked down and there's nothing there, and I'm like, dude, Buddy's gone. And I'm thinking, like, I've had this happen with other pets before, like after they die or whatever. It's like you get one last visit from them, kind of. And I'm like thinking that that's what happened. And he was like, when he was a kitten, he would always try to scare the shit out of me.
That's funny.
Like, I would be walking and he would like run out and like scare the shit out of me. And I'm like, that's his personality. So I'm like, that's just like something he would do at the most inconvenient time.
That's
Try
funny.
to scare the fucking shit out of me.
You saw Ghost Buddy. I
I'm pretty
believe
sure
it.
I saw Ghost Buddy.
I believe in Ghost Buddy. This tastes like a sour coffee, and I swear I just recently heard of a sour coffee in the past like half a week, and I like it.
I'm not sure how I feel about this. It's weird, right?
Yeah.
I saw it and I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna go.
What the hell was it?
I like it.
Alematic once did what
It's
they
super
call.
thin. Ooh, is this
Alematic did like a what the hell they call it, like a dark IPA once.
I was gonna ask if it's the dark IPA, the
No.
coffee dark IPA,
It's not.
because
You guys were way off.
there is a dark IPA at Warp Wing that I wanted to try, and I forgot to try it. And I was it Alematic? Is that the one in Huber?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they did, because I was blown away by how smooth it was for an IPA. I liked it.
To me, it doesn't even taste like what it's supposed to be.
The only other thing, let's see, because with it tasting kind of sour, I feel like it's kind of.
See, I'm getting less of a sour, more of like a oaky, barrely kind of a thing.
Like a fruity. Like I'm thinking, if it's not like a sour coffee,
Closer.
because it's
I almost want to say so. This would be like.
fig,
So I'll just say this, like since we're on the topic of beers,
grape.
and
Okay.
and Francis was drinking Guinness over the weekend. It has a woody taste. It tastes like a woody.
Yes.
Remember when I talked about Guinness tasting like woody and you ripped my ass forever?
Me and Steve laughed so hard and immature like because
Missy
well,
guessed it.
Great.
grape.
Grape. So it's Empire Brewing Company Black Magic Grape Stout.
It doesn't taste fake grape, so I like it.
It's definitely got that stouty though.
So we've had that, I think it was like Thinks It Has Pockets. It was kind of like a wine type of thing.
Yes.
Okay.
And I was like, well, maybe
Was.
it'll taste like wine. And then I was like, we've had like peanut butter and jelly one
That tastes
before.
way different, but it's good.
tasted, you could taste like the jelly in it.
Wasn't
and I was
that
like,
the-
maybe it'll taste like jelly.
Wasn't it Angry Chair? I really feel like
I can't remember what it was now.
because it's like I've noticed with Angry Chair, it has the same style of art, even if it's different art. It's almost like a Van Gogh type painting, like
I
it's
think this
not maybe not Van Gogh, but that is really There's an urn with like a weird thing coming out. It's the black magic shit.
And
it's crystal ball and a cat with
it's a 6%.
Yay. And the third eye on the palm. Why do they always draw the third eye on the palm? That's not on the palm.
I feel like I knew that.
Maybe it's palm
Brewed
reading.
and packaged in New York State.
I think it's like some kind of symbol.
6%?
I can't remember what it is now. I used to know shit like this.
Yeah, I like the shit like this.
Empire Brewing out of New York.
And then there's a different type of thingy, and it's like cool stuff. I like it.
It's not bad. It's weird. But I was like, maybe it would be like grape soda, or maybe it'll be like wine, or maybe it'll be like PB&J.
Well, say with the stout, that stout hit to it, it's really good.
Well, it tastes like grape and coffee, which is really odd because that would be really gross together, and it's actually kind of good.
And it kind of tastes almost like the peanut butter and jelly shit towards the end, like the aftertaste of it, kind of. I don't know. It's weird.
I think it just has the stout probably has like after flavor of like a coffee type.
I like it.
But it's got the grape isn't subtle, but it's not subtle.
It's a very strong stout with a hint of grape.
Yeah.
It's definitely a very stout with a hint of grape.
It just says Black Magic Grape. It doesn't say anything about like what else might be in it.
Bullshit.
Or anything like that.
Empire. Have you ever been to Empire? Doesn't look familiar.
I think we may have, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll look real quick though.
I like it.
It says Ellicott.
Ellicott, New York.
Packaged in Ellicottville, New York. And I'm pretty sure we've had like an Ellicott brewing before or something. Where are we at here?
I still think we need an Untapped and then just check in every single thing we've drank and look like a massive alcoholic for one check-in.
Oh,
That'd be hilarious.
I already put this on there. So we haven't had Empire, but I have Ellicottville Brewing Company.
Oh, wow.
We had Fall Festival Lager and Horchata con.
Ooh.
So maybe they're like
from
a big brewing town or something.
Well, I mean, there's big brewing places. It's becoming big all over the place.
Like Cincinnati's got how many fucking breweries?
A lot. I feel like a lot. Enough a lot. And Dayton has plenty. The Dayton, Centerville, Kettering. Like, I've seen so many. Just, they're all in strip malls, too. A lot of them.
No, they figured out how to get all that hardware small enough that it doesn't have to be like Budweiser factory huge, so you can get like the right amount of like size to get your microbrews and make a good profit at it.
Which is good, though.
It's not, yeah. I don't know. I was really curious to see how it was going to be because it could have went.
Oh, yeah, it could have been really
every time I see something grape, I just flash back to that acid reflux grape shit we had.
I don't even think it was grape. I just think, like, whatever, it was a sour, but it was just acid reflux flavored.
I'm trying to think of what, I don't remember it.
Yeah, it was so early
There was
on.
like one
I swear
episode,
it was probably
two,
second
three.
one. Second.
Yeah.
And it was like the wolf looking thing.
Yeah, the wolf head on it,
Yeah.
We're traumatized by that clearly.
They must be. I'm still traumatized by that one that has like the pizza or shit, whatever the shit.
Yeah, it's the Permison or whatever.
The fucking like not tomato shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Persimmons is what it was.
Yeah, it wasn't cool.
Yeah.
I was
not
not
cool,
okay with
man.
that
The
one.
pizza flavored beer. It was
Sorry.
hideous.
No thanks.
Was it you that bought it or was it me?
I think it was everyone.
I thought I did.
It might
I don't know, you brought a couple just to fuck with us, like that clam beer.
Oh yeah.
That was actually not bad.
No, it was pretty good
It was
because
good, but I had to be fucked.
it was because it was brewed with the shells, not with the clam.
Yeah.
Clam.
And it had like a smoky taste to it. And you could kind of taste like the bitter taste of the like fishy a little bit. But it was
little
mostly
bit, like
smoky.
Yeah, the smoky flavored. It was the shells for the body. I feel like that would add a saltiness to it.
Like, I'm still trying to figure out who and when decided, fuck it, let's grind up these shells. We got them sitting around, fuck it. Like, who came up with that as an idea, you know?
You wouldn't use anything, so it's like maybe it's just they shuck oysters or some shit, and they're just like, oh, we got all these shells sitting around. Why would not try it?
I feel like they would have to know something about how to build body for
Oh, they're gonna have to
beer.
definitely be a good brewer to do that. But like the original person, because I think it was like that's like a England London style thing.
Probably.
Like who
And
the
then
hell
they make the clamato beers. That's just nasty as fuck.
do what?
I will buy you one.
Okay.
That sounds disgusting.
It's fucking...
Sounds like chlamydia.
I'm going to buy it as a pre-beer.
You're going to buy me the chlamydia beer?
I will buy it as a pre-beer because they're usually 24 ounces. And we will waste all but 3 sips. Maybe even 2 because I probably won't even try. I'll try it with you. It's so fucking hideous. I have an accurate description.
Is it a
for
brand
it.
or a style?
It's Budweiser makes it. It's a style.
Okay.
I don't even, it doesn't sound appetizing to me.
It's not.
So clam and tomato?
I don't know why the clamato. It's tomato-ish. It's a tomato beer. Like, it's literally, so I wasn't going to say this, but it's like beer and a Bloody Mary mix. And it's fucking god-awful.
Gross.
I don't know who would drink it.
I'm not into tomatoes.
I mean, enough people because Budweiser makes it and they're not small.
It's so fucking hideous.
Like enough people at Budweiser decided it was a good idea.
I feel like that would be like the hangover cure. Like, oh, we gotta have Bloody Marys for the hangover.
Like I spent.
It's like, oh, but I prefer to just do beer. I don't want anything too strong. Like, okay, let's do
We're
this.
sitting there drinking Budweiser all night, wake up the next day hungover, and we need that.
I feel like that's the only thing I can like. It's a hangover thing. Like, just do this, man. It'll fucking cure your hangover. I don't think that. It's just ick. Gross.
Okay.
Gross as fuck.
It's making me sick just thinking about it. I haven't even tried it.
Yeah. Tomato and beer just does not sound like an appealing thing.
Tomato by itself just doesn't sound appealing to me.
Well, you like V8.
Not especially. I mean, I can drink it. But...
See, tomatoes to me, that's fucking fine. I'll like eat the shit out of like a bunch of cherry tomatoes sometimes just to do.
Right, because they're good.
No, that's great.
She doesn't like
I
tomatoes.
like tomatoes.
Never had.
The kid will do tomato and Swiss cheese sandwiches.
Ooh,
which
it's like pizza-ish.
Well, basically, was it you toast the bread, put mayonnaise on it, Swiss cheese, tomato. That's it.
That'd be all right. I'd do it.
I could eat like a margarita pizza, maybe.
Those are good.
Or like I can eat tomatoes like diced up in a burrito or something like that. But
just not straight up tomatoes.
Not straight up.
Dude, I remember you used to get beef Mexican without the tomatoes.
Man, why did they stop making those?
I feel like you could
So fucking bad.
hold them at gunpoint and they have this stuff to make them. They just make them for you.
Just bring back the beef Mexican.
That's right.
You assholes brought back the Mexican taco. Taco pizza. Yeah. That
the
thing.
Mexican taco.
I fucked up.
It's like, they're not Mexican? What the fuck?
I mean, it's Taco Bell, not really.
Right.
So what else we got to talk about for another 15 minutes?
I don't know. Sir?
Well, let's see. It's Atheist Pride Day on the 6th.
Yeah.
Yay!
So that's, we're doing this the right way because that's next Atheist Pride.
It's like that picture that I shared where...
Which I'm not an atheist, but, you know.
Right.
Ronald
I
is.
probably used to be. I believe it.
Ronald is.
Ronald's a little atheist. Ronald's mostly just NA.
NA.
Ron prefers to go with the declination of NA.
Not applicable.
Yeah.
Hide your butt crack, dude. Okay.
I will not hide my butt crack. It is my most sexy feature.
National Hunger Awareness. Nobody should be going hungry.
No.
We have so much food here. Why are
Right.
people hungry? It's fucking stupid.
I agree.
Best Friends Day is on the 8th. We're all best friends.
Absolutely.
Besties.
So I wrote this down. On 6/9, it's Donald Duck Day, and I'm pretty sure that just means you don't wear pants.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that's all that means.
6/9. What day is that? Like the 9th
The
is
9th?
on
June 9th. 6/9. June 9th.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's on a Thursday.
Oh, so is that this week? That's next week.
Next week on the 9th. Yes.
On the Thursday?
I think it's a Thursday.
I'm going to.
Are we going to have an episode without pants? Is that what you're trying to say? We're going to move to Thursday.
Well, no. I was thinking, is that the day that I'm going to Flogging Molly?
Well, you're not wearing pants.
Apparently, I'm not. I'm not
You're
going to.
Donald Duck it.
I'm going to Donald Duck it that day. Hell yeah.
Man, speaking of concerts and shit, ever since your chick talked about the freaking, what the hell was that? Real anti-Christian band at that club where we saw the
I don't know what the name of it is, but yes.
Yeah, I keep getting Facebook ads for that shit.
That's great, because, well, apparently they burn Bibles and stuff.
Yeah. No, it's like I keep getting Facebook ads, so I'm like, that's cool. It's like fucking rage metal kind of shit.
And they're going to be in Columbus.
Burning Bibles.
Let's see if that, brings something up. Dude. So, when I went to the Warp Wing with Stacy and Erica, we were at Warp Wing and we were just like bullshitting about like people and stuff, and I was like talking about Larry, and I was saying something about him. Oh, because
she kept saying tiny penis, and then she got like match on male enhancement ads.
That's funny. No, so Erica did a motorcycle class, and she met this guy there, and so she looked him up on Facebook and found out that I was a mutual friend. Well, it's one of Larry's friends. So we were talking, and then she said something about, like, who's that other girl? Is this Melissa chick? And I'm like, you mean Megan Wilcher? And she's like, yeah. And now all of a sudden, she's someone you should know on Stacy's Facebook. Like, we said something about her, and probably like within 3 days, it was on her.
Fucked up.
Because I was like, well, that's either it's the microphone's listening, or you like scoped her profile. She's like, I didn't scope her profile.
Like, so that's why when I got my pretty purple phone, like I do with every phone, I just go through the
and
fucking
just say do not,
no microphone, no camera, no microphone, no camera on any of that shit.
But you still get that shit.
It's less though. It's right. It's like Facebook has their tendrils in so much shit.
Right.
If I don't get it from that, I'm getting it out of fucking Google.
Good fun. Google does that shit big time.
Google hasn't quite got to the point where it used to be at my old job, where it was jumping. Somehow, like, the profile from my work computer was matching the one from my fucking phone, even though I'd never signed in on it. It's not got to that point yet.
Fun.
But it's like, how to be paranoid, man.
That's funny. How to be paranoid.
Everybody's listening. They don't care what I want. They just want to sell me more things.
I've never needed an excuse on how to be paranoid. I can just do it myself.
There you go. I want to finish like a book. You can look that up. We're going to get like ads for how to be paranoid. We're going to get paranoia ads and shit, you know? Like it'll be like doomsday prepping ads because of like the paranoia shit.
Well, like my paranoia shit.
Get me started.
My fucking paranoia shit. My mom called me last night, rambling on about crap, and she was like, by the way, your Aunt Pat sent me a message, okay? She was like, you wouldn't believe who died, and when I clicked on the link, it was trying to get me my Facebook, put my Facebook password in, okay? I didn't think Facebook had a password. What's my Facebook password?
Jesus.
I was like, you didn't type anything in there, did you? No. Cool. Because if it was a legit Facebook link, it'd have linked you back. What? That was a fucking scam. Aunt Pat got hacked.
That's funny.
No shit. I'm like, okay, you know what? Fucking respond to the message. She won't respond to me. I'm like, here's a sign you know somebody's been hacked. They send you some blind link that always tries to get your login info, or they'll start hitting you up asking.
Did you hear about the good news?
They'll hit you
up. The
lottery. Some fucking fuck ass religious shit. What? Like god awful religious shit. Something that sounds totally out of character. Like, hey, blah, blah, blah. Did you hear about Jesus and this and that? What? I've got a few of those. I'm like, did you respond to them? No, I'm like, it's a spammer. They always do that. They try to get your guard down. You're that right age where they're going to fucking get you. They'll throw a little religious shit out there. The next thing you know, they're trying to get you to fucking get money from them. Some kind of Amazon gift card, something. I'm like, don't do it. She's like, well, how do you know your aunt's been hacked? Fucking call her. She called my aunt, called me back 15 minutes later. Yeah, Aunt Pat was fucking pissed because apparently the hacker not only got into her account, they changed her password and set up two-factor authentication to lock her out.
Right. I feel like there was somebody on my Facebook that had some issue like that, and she's saying it wouldn't let. No, it wasn't like that, but she wasn't allowed to do any messaging for whatever reason, and she couldn't get her account back. Like it wasn't becoming unlocked. She couldn't do individual messaging, but she could do group messaging for groups that she was already in, which is really weird.
That's weird.
Like all my IT paranoia about shit, pretty much, I feel has got me pretty well insulated against that crap. And like the job I have now, like once every few weeks, they send out specific fake phishing campaigns from corporate. And there's a button you click on that says report phishing. And at this point anymore, it's like, report phishing, report. And it's like, I don't even fucking care. And every time you get one right, it's like, congratulations, yay!
Right.
And then within like minutes of me getting it, everybody's like, hey Ron, is this a... Yes. Is this... Yes. Click the report phishing. You're going to have to do all these fucking like review tests from corporate. What? If If you fucking click on any of those links, dude, you know what's going to happen? Our training class. You can get me out of there, right? Nope. Our training class, buddy.
That's
Click that report phishing button unless you want to have an hour training class. I just did one of those last week. Uh-huh. And what did you learn from that?
Obviously nothing if you're wanting to try to click it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, anytime I get something sent to me where I have to log into it, I'm like, no.
Yeah, I don't ever do that. I would go straight to the initial, like if it's log into Facebook to get this, then you just go to your browser, go to facebook.com. You're like, that's how you would, it looks totally different. This is how this is.
Like, I'm so paranoid now that I've got, like, images turned off by default in my personal email.
That's funny.
Because I know that there are ways of, like, you send an email out with an HTML in it that shows an image, and you look at it, it can be sent back to a server so that the hacker knows that you've seen the email. And so they know your account is a live actual account. Because they'll just puke out, like...
With the images?
Yes. They'll just puke out, like, a mass pile of emails, and one image in it will contain, like, some sort of counter that says, suckmyballs@yourmom.com is a valid address. Now we're going to spam them more.
I wondered why my things that, like, I have to click to get the images.
That is why.
Interesting.
Because it's, like, that level of paranoia and that level of ability to track that shit.
Interesting.
Here's your IT tip for the week. Even though this isn't IT, it's drinking beer.
Hey, no problem.
But, yeah, don't be stupid. I need to reprogram my... the email thingy from my mom and dad's website because in the last few weeks I keep getting interesting spam subjects because I just have the subjects delivered to my phone. And essentially it's, hey, remember me? Here's the new picture you asked for. And just fucked up email address is that they're all coming from. It's like, spam, spam, spam.
Right.
It's like, I'm glad my parents don't actually check this because
that's funny.
They would have been so fucked so many times.
Good times.
Not only am I pretty, I'm smart.
Earlier he wasn't smart because every time we...
Smart in some ways.
Right. Every time we set up, he always tries to move all of her shit around on our table when we have little TV tray tables right
Not only am I
there.
smart, but I'm an asshole.
Because that's a dude thing.
And he does
all
dumb
of my
dude
shit is nice and straight and good, and then he comes in here and he's like,
fucks it all up. Like a dumb boy.
dumb boys, man. Seriously.
But at least I'm pretty.
Well, you can just get one of those TV trays and sit it there.
Fair enough.
I thought you were going to say you can just get one of those, sex dolls or something. I was going to say that.
You can do that too.
He's like a dumb boy when you can just get one of those sex dolls instead.
The life-size blow-up Antonio Banderas doll. Because I've been watching South Park, incessantly.
So I was like, why did he name somebody so fucking old and outdated?
There was a South Park...
say Johnny Depp.
There was a fucking South Park, Halloween episode where Cartman was, running around being like, hey, Mom, there's only 90 days till Christmas, 90 days till Christmas. It was Halloween time, and everybody's like, what the fuck, Cartman? And his mom got a life-size blow-up Antonio Banderas love doll.
That's funny.
Cartman ripped into it, and he was like, yeah, this is mine, this is great. This is what my mom, she got me a life-size blow-up Antonio Banderas love doll. And he was walking around this whole Halloween episode with it. He's like, I gotta be super careful with this, because when I'm done playing with this today, I'm gonna roll it all back up, put it back in its package, and then Christmas Day when I unwrap this, I'll be surprised. Yay! And it was, that episode had corn in it.
That's great.
And they were actually the corn people acting the shit out.
Yeah, they did. That's funny shit.
Yeah, I'm reliving the good old days of South Park.
The good old days of South Park. I want to do that with my kids. I was going to watch them the other day when we didn't have anything going on because I slept all fucking day. I'm like, this is bullshit. Well, it wasn't bullshit. But I slept all day. So I was like, I really need to start just, binge watching something to pass the day because it actually passed pretty good. And then by the time I started trying to watch shit to binge watch, we started getting a little bit busy. But that's when we did 3 or 4 runs. And then we had this really long nap. And before you know it, it was time to leave.
See, this is why I like binging South Park. It's nothing. It's something.
It's nothing. It's dumb.
It's nothing. It's what I call a non-committal show.
Right. And you don't have to follow along. You can start and pick
I don't have to sit there and go, oh shit, what the fuck did Cartman say? Oh man, this is so important to the plot. Rewind.
Not.
And then 5 times later, she's like, God damn it, I want to finish this episode. And it's like, it's South Park. Who fucking cares?
Right.
And
you probably figure it out. It's not super important.
I did figure out by watching all those episodes of South Park, the part of our little podcast where I go, so what did we learn today, guys? I realized that is totally where I stole that from.
Maybe.
No, it is. It definitely is.
Sometimes.
The episodes I started watching last night are the 4th grade years. When they got rid of Mr. Garrison as the boys' teacher, and they got Miss Chokes on Dick.
I liked her, but didn't they go the 5th grade? That's what it was. Because she lifted her shirts up. Her shirt. She lifted her shirt up, and her tits would hang out the bottom of it.
Nope, I don't think I saw her.
Like there was a bunch of episodes where she was just like, oh, doing things, and there were cats sitting there batting in her nipples and shit.
No, I didn't. Yeah,
I
quit watching South Park for a while.
It's been on for very long running.
Yeah,
it's still running. It's 26 seasons or some shit
I'm
now.
gonna say I probably quit watching it in my mid-20s or something.
That's the best part about South Park. Every time the kid goes by, she's like, my brain's physically dying. Why the fuck are you watching this, Dad? I'm like,
because it's funny.
It's like, now you know the show's still on. It's still current, right? The show is still considered current and topical. What the fuck, Dad? Why is the show still on? Damned if I know, but I'm going to keep watching it.
My favorite thing is when they started making fun of current events that were really hot trigger topics for people.
I like that. See, I have seen some of the newer stuff because I'll go to my friend's house and they'll watch it on YouTube. They'll watch clips of it and stuff, so I see things here and there.
Well, they've got the show now to where they can write, produce, and can a whole episode in a week.
But yeah.
Which really doesn't say much for how much it takes to make a South Park now, but, if something stupid happened, say it's going to show on Tuesday, if something happened that Tuesday night, they can make a whole fucking episode about it and have it out next Tuesday if they really want to.
Because before, I'm sure they stockpiled episodes and then released them.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever forget the first South Park, and I was on the phone with Missy, and it was
I just talked about this.
Back in the days of the corded phone, and we had this real long cord on the phone, and I could walk into the laundry room from the kitchen and sit in there and talk on the phone or whatever. But I was on the phone at probably 9 or 10 at night or whatever with her, because we talked all the time.
Oh yeah.
And then I was I'm watching this really cool show, and it's animated, but it's not animated, and blah blah blah. And there's aliens giving anal probes, and I'm I need to find out what's happening with it.
Well, see, I was watching the old Beavis and Buttheads, and I swear, anytime I ever see those, it's immediately I'll see the title, and I most generally remember the episode. But if I don't, within the first few frames, they're doing something, I totally remember this one. And then I'm saying shit word for word. I'm oh my God, why is this an important part of my memory? Why is it here? And so
why is this such a fucking
right?
Why is this such a fucking trigger memory? Why is this shit going? Oh my God, this episode is the fucking best goddamn episode.
And so, but then I said something about how I was how I was on the phone with you, and I couldn't remember if that was South Park or Beavis and Butthead, but I think it was both. I feel like it was both. And it was just oh my God, this is fucking amazing. Because I remember being I fucking had a pink cast on this foot, that fucking same color pink right here. And I was watching Beavis and Butthead, and I was on the phone with you, oh my God, this is fucking hilarious. I remember it. That's I was your source. You have got to come over and see this shit.
I know, because you had cable and we
I was a rich kid.
Those bitches didn't get cable till I moved out of the house.
Fuck them, Jesus! Why did they not do that?
Probably because they couldn't afford it till I moved out of the house.
I was going to say,
Ariana, you were replaced with cable TV. How does that make you feel?
I know.
But we get rid of Ariana so we can afford $60 to $100 a month. That's cool.
It was probably a good trade-off.
It's 6 kids in the house, can't afford cable, but the older one moves out, and fine, we can probably finally budget this in. The 2 boys that are going to be moving out next, mostly they're gone and they pay for themselves, so that's cool. It was going from 6 kids to 3 kids, probably.
Probably, yeah.
What I think's funny is my parents still have cable, satellite dish. And, like, I gave Dad a Roku for Christmas, like, 2 years ago. And set him up with Disney Plus, and just keep adding apps to his shit.
That's funny.
And this year for Christmas, like, I basically will just say, taught him YouTube.
You taught him YouTube for Christmas?
Like, I know that
so
sounds
fucking
stupid.
amazing!
You got YouTube lessons for Christmas. Woo!
Like, I'm IT, so I can charge $50 an hour. Fuck you.
No, like, seriously, though, like, all he watches now is YouTube, and I'm just like, that's cute. I was like, you know that's all Saren watches, right? What? Like, yeah, Saren pretty much just watches straight YouTube all the time, 24/7. And then you could just see the look on his face, like, just disgusted. I'm like,
I'm a fucking teenage girl. God, this is gross.
And it's just like, but YouTube has everything for fucking everybody.
Yes, it does.
So if you want to watch YouTube like a teenage girl, you totally can. Or if you want to watch it like a crusty old bastard, you totally can.
What do teenage girls watch on YouTube these days?
Some of them watch makeup tutorials. Some of them watch anime. His daughter be watching the anime. Fucking pet videos and shit. She'd probably be watching the pet videos.
Makeup tutorials. I might be a teenage girl.
That's great. I like how you referred to teenage girls because you mentioned your daughter and your dad. And you said teenage girls, and then you said crusty old bastard.
What do crusty old bastards watch on YouTube?
A lot of tractor videos, antique tractor videos, antique tractor videos, antique train stuff, shit like that.
That's hilarious.
Like, I stole some of those VHS tapes, like, fucking 10, 15 years ago when I set up my own YouTube channel, and I uploaded a lot of those videos. He's like, no, you can't get those VHS tapes anymore. This guy, he's uploaded all of them. I used to have all these tapes. Uh-huh. Look at that YouTuber's name. Ron Lynch? What? Like, yeah, you know those videotapes that you got rid of? Yeah?
I uploaded them on
I'm like, I uploaded all that shit to YouTube, like, when I still lived here, like, 10, 15 years ago, Dad. Really?
That's hilarious.
You didn't tell me then? You didn't fucking care. So now they're up there for everybody to see forever. One of them's got like 150,000 views or some shit.
Good times.
Damn.
Yeah. I never monetized.
I was going to say, you could keep doing that site and then monetize it.
But it's like, it's been around all this time, and it's like, whatever.
You might not be able to monetize shit, though, if you're, like, uploading shit that's,
a 1950s/1960s sales video from a company that went out of business.
Maybe you could with that. But, like, you couldn't monetize views. You could advertise your own advertisements.
Yeah. Well, it's always funny because there's people that have reposted my exact video and then watermarked it and shit.
That's funny.
Like, they downloaded my video and then re-uploaded it. One of them, like, re-uploaded the exact same video, but they, like, inverted the footage for some reason.
Because now it's changed.
And, like, the footage is inverted, and, like, anywhere where there's text, it's all backwards. And I'm like, what the fuck? They went to that much effort to just try to steal views because they saw how many it has?
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's fucking strange as hell.
That's funny. You better not get us sick, gross ass.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. The government said I'm good. I haven't had no symptoms other than that shit.
As long as the government said so.
You can trust the government.
Jesus Christ.
I trust the government with everything.
Yeah, I don't
And the people that make the decisions, the government always make the best decisions.
So anyway.
Please add more fluoride to my water.
It was good times.
Anyway. So what did we learn today?
I learned that Ron does not know how to eat pussy.
Well, raspberries.
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
What did I learn today?
That I also don't know how to eat pussy?
Pretty much.
That's devastating. We are so. I feel so bad for your girlfriend.
I don't know if I'm surprised or not.
I'm not surprised, but I feel really bad for your girlfriend because I thought there'd be more effort than that. Like I felt like it would be.
Let's have things that look like that look like two lips, right? You're just supposed to go. When you go down there, that's what you're supposed to do to get a girl off, right?
I know that I would really like to watch Ron produce a fucking lesbian porn. Nope, cut. Cut. That's not how you're supposed to do it.
Now finger banger. No, get your finger out of her pussy. You're supposed to do this.
That's good times.
Oh my god.
So, The strobingbuttplug.com.
Like, subscribe, share.
Thanks for watching.
Oh, yeah.